Hello, my name is Jodi Luevano, and I'm going to be filming my hand hygiene and PPE. Okay, so I'm going to start off with alcohol-based rub. I'm going to be using the amount that the manufacturer says, and it will be a dime-sized. I'll put it on the palm of my hand. And I'm gonna go ahead and rub the alcohol-based rub in my hands, covering all parts of my hand, my fingers, in between my fingers, my knuckles, and my fingernails. And I'll be patting it until it's dry, or 15 seconds, okay? So once they're dried, they're clean, I'm gonna start doing my hand washing. So right here's my sink. So you want to stand away from the sink area, make sure your body doesn't touch it. So you'll start off by turning on the water and putting it to a lukewarm temperature. So I'm gonna do that. And you'll test the water with like the side of your hand. Okay, it's a good temperature, so you'll go ahead and rinse your hands. You wanna make sure your hands are below your elbows, so go ahead and rinse your hands, letting the water flow down and get soaked, and lather it all around your hands, getting in between the fingers, the knuckles, washing each finger. And 1 inch above your wrist. And you want to wash this for 20 seconds. And also get in between your nails, okay? Okay, so when you wash, you want to make sure the water flows downward. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and get your paper towel, and you're gonna start from the fingertips and work your way up and pat dry. Okay, and then you discard of it. And you get another paper towel, and you use it to turn off the water faucet. Okay, and you discard of that. Okay. So now I'm gonna be doing my PPE. All right. So for this one, it's going to be my my gown. You want to go ahead and make sure to tie it. Okay. Okay, so next is my mask. And you want to cover your entire face with your, not your entire face, but you want to make sure your entire mouth is covered, and the bridge of your nose right here. Okay. And at this point, you can go ahead and put on your goggles. And then next is going to be your gloves. You want to make sure your gloves cover your gown. Okay, so now for the removal of the PPE. First, it's going to be the most contaminated portion, which is your gloves, because we are touching the patient or touching objects. They can be soiled, so it's best to take off your gloves. Okay, so to take off your gloves, you're going to go ahead and pinch the inside of your gloves and pull it. Okay, and wrap it in your other hand, and then you're going to go with your other hand and underneath yours, not touching the other one, not touching the outside of it, and pull it out. Okay, then you can go ahead and disregard of that. Okay, now you're going to remove your goggles. Okay, disregard of that, and then your mask, you can go ahead and discard of that. Next is taking off your gown, and you're going to untie it. Okay. Okay, and you want to make sure not to touch the outside of it. And disregard of that in the contaminated disposal area. Okay, after that, I'm gonna go ahead and explain how to prevent contaminated, the proper use of PPE and why it's used. And so for the PPE, it's used to prevent contaminated, cross-contamination with patient to patient. PPE will prevent microorganisms, diseases, any type of contamination to be passed on from patient to patient, from nurse to patient. So using the proper PPE will prevent, and proper hand hygiene will also prevent cross-contamination of germs and bacteria. Okay, thank you so much.